Let's give you an update now on the festive season road safety operations in Johannesburg, where dozens of motorists were arrested at the weekend for suspected drunk driving. And to tell us more, I'm joined now by Wayne Minnaar, JMPD spokesperson. A very good morning to you, Mr. Minnaar. Thank you for your time. You will be hard at work, of course, to ensure that drunken drivers are removed from the roads. Let's talk about your overall plan as we get full into the festive season.
Yes, officers were hard at work since the first holiday. That was on the 16th of December, monitoring the Mike 2, where it joins the N3 in the southerly direction, going towards KZN. Also the Mike 1 North, where it joins the November 1 North towards Limpopo. There was also officers monitoring the N12, joining the Northwest province, and also on the Mike 1 South as it joined the November 1 South towards the Free State and Eastern Cape. So officers were monitoring all of those roads. Many drunken driving operations. Thursday night saw 44 arrested for drunken driving. On Friday, 34 arrested, and then some more arrests took place on Saturday night and last night, bringing the total number to 100 drunken drivers arrested in Johannesburg on the roads of Johannesburg after they had consumed alcohol and then decided to drive.
And this is something that we've just heard Police Minister Begicele emphasize, urging officers and police officials to be tough on drunken drivers. What are the consequences for those who have been arrested and those who will continue to be arrested as this festive season is underway?
Yes, procedurally, the officers would screen drivers on the side of the road, whether it was a full roadblock or a roadside check operation. And if the individual was over the limit, which currently is at 0.24 milligrams per 1,000 milliliters of breath, then the individual is arrested. They are then taken for a blood sample. It's important that we take a blood sample so that we can have evidence for court. And after taking the blood sample, the driver is then taken to a police station where they are processed there. It is fingerprints which gets taken, and a docket is opened, and the driver is then placed behind bars in a police cell, where they then will be granted bail after some time. So that is the basic procedure when an individual gets arrested on the side of the road for drunken driving. Then there is the court case which has to come up, and the individual then appears before court, where they get charged for drunken driving, alternatively driving a motor vehicle while the blood alcohol is above the legal limit. If it's a blood sample, it's 0.05 grams, 100 milliliters. But if it is for the breathalyzer test, then it's 0.24 milligrams per 1,000 milliliters of breath.
And what are some of the trends that you're noting within this period, as, of course, looking at past experiences when it comes to, dealing with motorists and drunk driving and all the other challenges that come with the excitement of the festive season that you would perhaps want to caution against?
Yes, with many of the serious accidents, particularly late at night, there is alcohol involved. So we have observed that those drivers who lose control of their vehicles or get involved in an accident is also affected by alcohol. So that is a caution. A word of caution, we have had an accident this past weekend in Minnaar where the driver lost control and collided with a wall. Two of the passengers, senior citizens, already died, unfortunately, in the accident, and their bodies had to be removed to the Hillbrow mortuary. But that driver is going to now face 2 counts of culpable homicide. So the drunken driving and reckless driving is really being viewed in a serious light. So we're also having officers monitoring the freeways for those driving in excessively high speeds. Those individuals will also be arrested and charged for reckless and negligent driving.
And what are some of the challenges, Mr. Minnaar, that come with doing your work in the face of COVID-19, ensuring that your officers are safe, as well as some of the people that you may be arresting?
Yes, it is a challenge. The majority, or nearly all of the officers have already received their vaccinations, and they have to follow the COVID-19 protocol that is with masks and wearing of other protective clothing where it is possible. And then also arresting those individuals after midnight who are around without giving a proper cause of why they are outside. Because in terms of the current regulation, no one is outside or should be allowed outside between midnight and 4 a.m. So any individual found outdoors, out and about, is likely to be arrested. So the individuals who are arrested for drunken driving are then also charged for contravening of the Disaster Management Act, and that is for ignoring the curfew time.
Very well. Thank you so much for that update. Let's leave it there for now. JMPD spokesperson Wayne Minnaar giving an update on some of the processes and strategies that are being used to ensure that there is safety on the roads, urging motorists to not get behind the wheel with after consuming liquor. Of course, reiterating what Police Minister Bigicele has said, urging officers to be tough on drunken drivers.